Hello and welcome to the Redcar Rewind. Redcar Bears 58, the Redcar Junior Bears, the Edinburgh Monarchs 32. That was quite impressive.
Yeah, it's nice to have a meeting where you can relax. We had it under control from the start, really, and not knocking Edinburgh. There was a few of their guys put up a good fight, but never felt like we lost control of that match.
You had a better day than the other day.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that.
Right, so going through the 1-2-7 for the Redcar Bears. Charles Wright with a 11 plus 1, 4-ride maximum. Skipper looked impressive as always, gearing up for Monday.
Yeah, same form as he's been in all season, hasn't it? I think the weather's been nice to us and we've got the track absolutely bang on for what we wanted. We've been trying to get it this way all season and the weather's always been against us. I was worried about the heat today, but it was spot on. It's even Charles coming after, I think it was his third ride, and went, "Oof, it's a bit grippy that." But
That's saying something.
yeah, absolutely. But he had a smile on his face when he was saying it.
He makes a mockery of 8.13, doesn't he?
Oh yeah. Well, his season last year that brought his average right down, but it's going to take a while to climb back up, and that's all the better for us.
A long time, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely.
Daniel Hume, Heat 15 appearance for the wow factor. Daniel Hume, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plus 1. That might be his best round Redcar.
It possibly is. He's had Heat 15s before, but that's maybe away, was it?
Berwick.
Berwick and Glasgow.
Correct.
So it's probably one of his best home scores, yeah. Again, loves the deep track. Got out in the muck and leg behind him, and he looked really smooth in it.
The guy at number 3, so when he was promoted, for want of a better word, to the number 3 slot, I think there was a few people online saying, I don't think he's ready for that. Connor Bailey, 10 plus 1, but not only that, new track record holder.
Yeah, looked pretty special that ride. I'm looking forward to watching it back. To be fair, I don't think that was his best ride. I think his next one was when he did a double pass round the outside. So there wasn't really a gap there, and he just looked in absolute control, sat on the back mudguard and just rounded both of them, popped out in front. Yeah, he's just getting better and better since he won that under-21s. There's been no stopping him.
Again, as I said for Charles, 4.79. You'd be disappointed if he doesn't get at least 4 of them in 2 rides.
Yeah, especially around here. So, yeah, everyone hitting form at the right time.
Eric Riss, 7. So a decent performance from the business, and when he was out front, he looked very quick.
Yeah, he changed bikes after his first ride. He wasn't happy with that, and then it was pretty good afterwards. I mean, a third place there doesn't really do him justice because that was Connor's track record one, and Pico was in as well, wasn't he? So, but yeah, two race wins. He looks pretty good. Back to the old Eric when he was out front. So, yeah, things going in the right direction.
Things to build on. For people who don't know, how hard or easy is it to do that, change bikes mid-meeting?
It's fairly easy on your own bike. Everyone knows their own bikes. It's most people don't have first and second bikes now. They'll have a track for a certain type of bikes for a certain type of track, and sometimes it just isn't working. So he switched over in his second one, and away he went.
Like Danny last time we were here, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, he changed to, was it his big track bike? I think, I'm not sure now, but yeah, he switched to one that he wouldn't normally use around here because we had that much grip that it was actually killing his engine in his first ride. He ran last in his first ride, and then he looked absolutely unstoppable after that when he switched bikes.
So Danny King, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 plus 1 for Mr. King, and that's not even his best, is it?
No, I mean, he was loving it tonight. Great riding, some good team riding, him and Charles. Yeah, it's just class Danny.
Very good signing. You did a good job there.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Jason Edwards, 7 plus 2 for the Billerica Blaster. It wasn't 7 plus 2 from like a reserve having 6 rides. It was only from 4 programme rides. So again, another impressive night from the Blaster, and that's what just overpaid 20 in his last 2 meetings.
Yeah, he was unlucky there. He had a winning 2 paid wins, and the only blob on his record there, a last place. the bike stood up on him at the start. So from his normal blinding starts, he made an awful one, and he couldn't hunt them down after that. But the 3 races, other than that, brilliant. Another night, he probably would have got another ride, but we didn't need to. It was more important to give Luke the extra ride.
Dock his wages for not making that gate.
Obviously.
And Luke Harrison, 2+1. We keep saying this, like, Luke is in the massive early stages of creating building stages, and 2+1's a really good achievement.
Yeah, he really controlled Heat 2 in second nicely. He wasn't under pressure. It was a good ride by him. I think after that, once he was mixed in with the big boys, he's never really ridden the track this deep. Second halves as a junior are always slick. National Aid tracks have a habit of being very slick. So he's still finding his feet when it's like this. But he had a fall in his second one from a grippy patch he wasn't expecting. But I don't think he was off the pace after that. He was pretty good.
If he could do that in Heat 2 every week, we'd be over the moon, wouldn't we?
Oh yeah, that's job done. He's got a 2-point average. He's got paid 3.
Obviously, there was a report in the local newspaper about Jake Mulford. Are you able to shed any light for people watching on the situation with Jake?
Well, I don't know if everyone knows by now. He had a second operation, so the original one on his ankle, leg, that all went fine. But then when they checked the X-ray again, there was a break in the foot, and on closer inspection, that needed operation. I think he got it plated. But that was a few weeks after, so that's put his recovery right back. He's young and enthusiastic, and the way if you speak to him now, you'd think he was going to start riding again next week. I think his parents are trying to calm him down a little bit. I think we'll see him back on the bike this season, but it's more important that he gets it right, so it doesn't hinder him in the years to come. So fingers crossed we see him again this year, but he has to be fit.
But he's definitely in the Bears' plans moving forward.
100%.
Right, moving on to our visitors tonight, the Edinburgh Monarchs. So just before we do that, I've just remembered we were joined by Edinburgh's Paco Castagna after he got 7 this evening. So thank you very much. Paco's going to join us now. I'm now joined by Edinburgh's Paco Castagna. Paco, tough night for the boys tonight.
Yeah, very tough night. We were struggling, all of us. We struggled since the start of the meeting. I kept saying since the start of the season that Redcar is, I think, one of the best teams in the league, and they're going to push for the medals. That's for sure.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no, I always said it since the start of the season. The track is very, it's raceable. It's very nice, but the homeboys got it sorted, and they're very strong, and they showed it tonight. We were struggling. I don't know, the scores. I think I've done okay. I could have done a little bit better, but 7 points on my first meeting back since the injury. 2 months off the bike. I think it's okay. So, we'll take that.
Do you mind moving slightly that way for me? Thank you. So, first meeting back. So, for people who don't know, you did your collarbone. Is that correct?
No.
Sorry.
I dislocated my shoulder and broke the humerus. So it was quite of a bad break, to be honest. It took me quite a while. It pushed back the return on the bike because the chip on the side of the shoulder moved as well. So I had a couple of weeks out as well. So. It was a bit tough, but it's good to be back and score some points and join the big boys.
Shame we didn't see one of your famous wheelies tonight, though.
Yeah, I didn't win a hit, so I couldn't really do a wheelie. I already tried it in practice, so I'm just waiting for a hit win. So the next meeting is the GP challenge. So I guess if I win a hit there, you'll see some wheelies there.
Paco Castagna, 5 races from the Grand Prix.
Yeah, exactly. It's if you think about it, I've just been beaten by reserves and stuff like that, but then I'm racing in the GP challenge, and it's a dream come true. But on the other side, it's just another meeting, and I just take it as it is. And tonight was a perfect practice for that, and the track was nice, difficult, and I proved to be fairly fit. I'm a 70-75% fit, so we'll just go there and try our best.
The Bears have beaten one of your former teams and your team now. We beat Birmingham on Wednesday. God, you must have think, oh, Redcar, that's terrible.
No, it's as I said, they're very strong. It's quite tough place to come. They're strong away. They've got very experienced riders. They build a good team. So they're all on form, and the youngsters that you've got showed quite good, during the season. So, everything is proving to be alright for you guys, and I wish you all the best. I wish we would have won tonight, but you were better. So fair play to you guys.
I don't. Thank you very much for joining us, Paco Castagna. Good luck in the GP Challenge, and we'll catch you later. Thank you. Back with Jamie Swales for the final part of the rewind. So
I've got Tash envy with a Paco. Shave mine out.
We do need a shave.
Yeah,
God, look like you've just got out that car.
Gonna grow a Paco Tash, I think. Leanne says she likes it.
In time for Plymouth?
No, I think it needs a couple more weeks. We'll see. Yeah.
Dill, Wood or Paco Castagna?
Paco. It's always Paco.
So, going through the Monarchs, Craig Cook had a tough one and got 2. Struggled tonight, did Craig?
Yeah, he was in the mix early on, I think. I don't think he liked the track so deep. That was the big problem there. Yeah, it just wasn't his night. We know how well he can go around here. I think before tonight, over the last 5 years, he's got like a 10-point average around here, so we know what he can do. It just wasn't his night.
Well, when he was last here, he won the match for Glasgow, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, he was outstanding.
Bastian Borka, I was quite impressed with Mr. Bork. 4+1 and improved with every ride. But ran a last in his last one, but I thought he got better as it went on.
Yeah, he was in the mix right through. I think a few more matches here, he's probably going to be in amongst the winners. Yeah, he's definitely got something. I think we'll see him for a long time to come. Yeah,
I was impressed when I seen him on British Speedway Network against Berwick at Berwick. That was the first time he'd been there. He was very good there. Kai Thompson RR unwell. We wish Kai the best. We've been through Paco.
I'll point out there. I think the Kai Thompson thing really weakened them tonight. Kai's really, really good round here. So, that's it was good news for Redcar, but that's unlucky for Edinburgh. There would have been a lot closer to us with Kai here because I really rate Kai.
Thank you for interrupting me. So, RR for Kai, we wish Kai the best. We've been through Paco 7. Josh Pickering, the former track record holder, got 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, I believe. I could be wrong with that, but had the track record already, then broke it. You're probably thinking that'll stand for at least 2 or 3 years. And then not only did he lose it, he lost it when he was in the actual race.
Yeah, Connor showed him the way home. The first lap, I thought he was going to dive bomb Connor, and Connor was just that fast. He pulled away from him. But yeah, Pico, that first ride for the track records, wow. It wasn't just fast, it looked spectacular.
Second ride,
very sorry. I've never seen anyone get the wheels in line for so long down the straight here. It almost looked like he was long tracking. He's box office here. He's great to see. I think a couple of weeks' time for the Riders' Championship, he'll be right up there with the favourites.
Yeah, good to see. Dale Wood on his second appearance here got the solitary point, but it's a building year for Dale.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, I think another one caught out by the deep track. Fair play to him. He's gone and done another 3 rides, I think, after the meeting there, trying to learn a bit more. He's a nice guy. Like him, he looks like he's got something about him. So, yeah, just a tough night for him.
That's actually quite an impressive trait, isn't it? Especially after you've had a tough night and you've probably lost money, and you go out and because you want to learn, because you're not obviously gaining anything from that apart from like monetary wise.
Well, he's come halfway around the world, so it's if you've had a bad night, you need to learn from it, or you might as well go home.
And Max Clegg, 3+2 for the former Newcastle man. A better night than Max usually has around here. That's no disrespect to Max. He usually likes the tighter tracks. Would you go along with that?
Yeah. Although I thought when he came in was it the Newcastle Select he rode in at the start of the year?
Yeah, that was his best meeting here.
He rode really well in there, so I think he is getting the hang of this place. Obviously an engine failure in Heat 2, so he probably would have picked another point up then. But yeah, it was pretty decent from Max.
So we move on now. He's going to going to the south coast for Plymouth and Poole, and then Manchester for the British final.
Got 3 now.
Oh yes, I did hear Danyon is in.
Danyon is in.
You just told me that. Yes, Danyon Hume, Charles Wright. Oh, Bears podium.
That would be nice.
Oh yeah.
That would be nice. Do I have to pay bonus points though?
Might see you on Eurosport with your top off. Nobody needs to see that.
I will shave my tash in there.
Yeah, so Manchester for the British final. Plymouth on the Tuesday for a Cab Direct League match. Poole on the Wednesday, Cab Direct League match. Thursday, you going to Kings Lynn?
No, I'm not now.
Oh, you changed your mind.
Well, I had a poorly car, so that'll come home.
And then on Friday, back here for the Birmingham Brummies, who put up a really good fight last time in the BSN series. So we hope you can all join us on our travels. There will be no rewind next week. I'm not here.
I might do it anyway.
I look forward to seeing that. God, you might get bored with the editing.
Just one take with me.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, you might see us next week. I doubt it personally, but yeah. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And the Bears march on and another 3 Cab Direct Championship points. Last words to you.
Oh, up the Bears.